Good, yeah. Just it's always steady on a Wednesday morning, so like a long, very aerobic swim, and it was good. Nice box tick, get it out of the way. Well, Tuesday is a really hard day where we go really intense swim, really intense run. So Wednesday is about getting the miles in and recovering. So it might not look that easy, but that was 6k, well nearly 6k, quite easy.
What time do you call this, Johnny? It's normally, your bro's normally late, right?
Yeah, this is the first time in his life he's been somewhere before me, so I'm a bit embarrassed.
Apart from finish lines, obviously.
Oh, I like that, I like that. So, off on the cycle now, the bit that we're most bothered about at BMC, obviously. Is this a route tried and tested? You've been doing this for the past 20 years? Or?
Yeah, this is a route on roads we've ridden probably thousands of times over the years. Nice quiet roads, head off into the Yorkshire National Park, over some moors to begin with, and then descend in and we come back down the Wharf Valley to home. Which way do we start?
Let's go.
There's just a real history of endurance sport around here that we've been lucky enough to tap into and be part of that world since we were really young. We've seen it with our own eyes, you know, some of the roads we cycled on today, most days of our lives over the last 15 years literally, and you know, we've seen those roads go from having a couple of people out to, especially on a weekend, seeing maybe hundreds of cyclists.
They said come to Yorkshire, the weather conditions are challenging. We weren't expecting this sunshine. Is this what it's like all the time?
Always. I've not seen any rain this year.
When the weather's good, it's definitely the best place in the world for riding a bike.
Has not.
This is the first time I've worn shorts in Yorkshire for at least 6 months, I think.
Is that one of the reasons you stay in Yorkshire though? Because I mean, you've got an opportunity to go anywhere, right?
I don't think we've stayed here for the weather, have we?
No, definitely not the weather. I think, well, firstly, obviously it's home, and we both love our home comfort. Genuinely, the setup and the kind of training culture here is absolutely amazing.
In this transition in both your careers, obviously you've had this massive rivalry for years. I mean, it's brotherly rivalry, you know. Has that kind of changed now? Has that rivalry changed?
Yeah, our rivalry has changed slightly the last year or so, and I think it's been really nice over the last 6 months to really help each other out as much as we possibly can. Obviously we did that kind of in our earlier career, but we were direct rivals, you know. In a day when it came to the race day, we were against each other. The last 6 months we've done pretty much every single run session together, every single swim session. Obviously I've been slightly faster, but and then most of our bike sessions together.
Is this an average day for you guys, or you know, do you have days off?
So a normal week of training is somewhere between 30 and 35 hours. So we swim 5 times a week, Monday to Friday, run most days, cycle most days, have Friday off, apart from a gym session.
Apart from a gym session. The chill day is the gym session.
Yeah, well, actually, and a swim, but it's still a pretty chill day if you finish by lunchtime.
Talking about the Commonwealth Games there, I mean, that's sort of part of the plan for you then. That's the earliest part of your this year that you're looking at. What's the rest of the year looking like? What are your goals for this year, do you think?
Yeah, well, so I kind of reevaluated my whole career post-Tokyo. Tokyo was going to be my last Olympics. I was then going to go into different challenges, you know, long distance stuff. But after my performance in Tokyo, I believe that I've got more to give. So this year, the Commonwealth Games is a big aim. It's a major games. It's a home major games again. There's a massive opportunity for me, so I'd love to go to there and try and get a medal. But I have started to reflect on my whole career, and Tokyo was a big moment for me with that, because to finally be able to say that I've got Olympic gold medal was absolutely amazing. It kind of capped off more than I'd ever dreamed of achieving. Our foundation as well is something we're incredibly proud of, and you know, this year is a real big year for foundation. We're going to have probably 15,000 kids doing a triathlon for the first time through the foundation, which is absolutely incredible.
So speaking of your bikes there again as well, are you racing on these exact same bikes? Is it like bolt for bolt exactly the same bike that you race on?
Yeah, so this bike here, this is the BMC time trial bike called the Timemachine 01. This is literally the bike that I will race on next weekend.
He's going to clean it first, huh?
I'm going to clean it first. The only difference will be different wheels, disc wheel front, aero, zip 454 at the front with different race tyres on, probably a single front chain ring, like new chain, and cleaning. But yeah, this is literally the exact same bike that I'll be riding on here.
And this here is the Timemachine Road, and it's an absolute brilliant bike. I've been very lucky to ride this for the last couple of months, and as far as aero bikes go, it's really fast, but it also handles really well. And yeah, sometimes the aero bikes can feel a bit sluggish around the corners, but this doesn't. It feels absolutely brilliant. And again, this is the exact bike that I'll be racing in the Commonwealth Games, and for the rest of the season. And I've loved riding it. It's great in these Yorkshire roads, and I'm looking forward to racing it this year.
Talking about bikes, I mean, let's talk about the move on to BMC. I mean, how did that come about? And you know, it seems to be on a segue of careers slightly changing, the time period over the past 2 or 3 years, and the problems that we've all had, and you guys have had specifically with injuries and things. Is this segue happened naturally, or is it something consciously you've said, right, it's time to change things up?
I think a bit of both. You know, like you say, things change and develop over time. I'm obviously completely focusing on long distance, so having a time trial bike, the best possible time trial bike, is really important. You know, we're completely performance focused. We train really hard, like we have done today, every day. Yeah, I've hardly had a day off in the last 6 months of just day in, day out. And so obviously using the best equipment for the best possible performance is really important to us. And yeah, we know we can't do better than BMC, both across TT bikes and on the road. So yeah, we feel really happy with the move, and I've really enjoyed riding the bike so far.
And then I guess, Alistair, your goals have slightly changed as well. You know, you're looking at, you've set your sights on slightly longer distances now, and you know, picking the right machines. And I guess let's talk the sub series. Come on.
So the sub 7 has been a massive project for me, both in terms of training and physically getting myself in the best possible shape I can be in, to testing the aerodynamics of my bike and optimizing that, to testing the best run shoes I can use, to testing the best nutrition I can use, to testing the aerodynamics of bottle positions, wheels, tires, all kinds of things. Yeah, everything's going well so far, and I'm looking forward to a big couple of months now of some racing and putting the final preparations together.